Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. We've swapped over what we were gonna play, what we were gonna do today because I'm too tired to be able to deal with the rage bait that is Undyne. um, we're moving on to Blender instead. Bit, hello. Popstar, hello. Stage is amazing. Thank you. What is up? You having a good day? I mean my day could be better. I mean, it's not an awful day. It's not a great day. Okay, what was I last time we were doing this we were messing with the volumetric fog. This time around, let's start adding in textures for things like the chairs and the tables. Kind of wanted to smooth these out. Hmm. A hint of an issue there. Animation, hello, welcome back. Did you have fun messing with volumetrics? Eh, more or less, I guess. Join there. Join there. And then do it here as well. Ooh. I want to dissolve edges. Oh, alright then. Ooh. Join there. It's probably going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today, just because I'm tired. I don't have the energy to go for 8 hours again. um, but hopefully you all enjoy this more of a relaxing stream, whether it be in the background while you're working on your own things, or maybe you're just chilling here watching something to pass the time. I hope you're able to enjoy yourselves. Yeah, that looks better. Whoops. Trying to selection a cursor. There we go. I'm gonna have to randomize transform these. Still trying to get your new Blender 4.4 to work. Fair enough. How's everyone doing for the second time? Yep. Also unrelated, but one of my YouTube friends got their account deleted by YouTube because of their community guidelines. Oh, what'd they do wrong, supposedly? Oops. First or two. No. No. I'm so tired of making rookie mistakes. Rookie mistakes. Because it's fine that these are in the... No, I don't like that they're in the legs. Alright, I'm just gonna delete these and then put new ones. Also, I realized I'm receiving copyright things for non-copyright sounds, supposed non-copyright sounds. I keep getting emails about how, I'm in danger because I'm using copyright sounds, which is like the reason I'm using these playlists is because it's supposedly non-copyright sounds. Little frustrating. So I grabbed Voltaku's playlist that he sent me a while back, and I'm using that right now. I don't know, but they didn't do anything controversial or anything. It's probably copyright or something. Yeah. They did say they'll be making a new channel with the same name on August. That's good. The reason users are either quitting or just going offline recently. It's because of YouTube's new ad policy. YouTube's new ad policy is making it somewhat impossible for some creators to be able to make revenue off of ads. Remember you can link materials to objects to quickly transfer. Yeah, I know that. What playlist are you using? I used to be using NCS Stream Lo-Fi Music, but it is not working anymore. Or like it was getting copyright claimed, so here I am now. So now I'm using a playlist Volt made called Stream Music. You sent me it a while ago and I never used it. But it's full of good songs, good background music, and hopefully it doesn't get me in trouble with YouTube. And if it does, then we're just gonna have to go back to using the OST music that I used to do instead of Spotify. And I really hope I don't have to do that because I enjoy having actual music for stream. No offense, but YouTube and Google are slowly reaching their Mr. Krabs phase. Yeah, I don't think it's very slow. They've been kind of at that phase for a while. Their Jeff Bezos stage. all of these. I want. Why is this not in my quick favorites? This and then randomize rotation. Ever so slightly, we'll make it 15. Can't actually see these chairs anymore because they're out of the feet. I like being able to see these chairs. Maybe I should take all of these as well as the tables. Let's drag these in ever so slightly and then do the same on this side. Those chairs are going to have to be manually moved. About there. A hint too much there. There we go. Cassidy, hello, welcome, welcome. Let's see. I also hope you don't take the non-existent thing too seriously. This year is not really the best internet connection. No worries about it. No worries about it. I think you need to give them credit in the description. I think that's NCS's policy. Yeah. Except none of the playlist that I used. Let's pull open one of the ones that I used. None of them say to do that. And I can't actually read the description of the playlist. Why is my view all fucky on this side? There we go. Compact grid, yeah. Oh well. Whatever. It's just gonna, keep volts up and then see what happens. The YouTube is out of control. The ads they show now are questionable at best. Yeah. Yeah. YouTube won't let me speak because every time I want to write, it just deletes. I had to paste this message from what I just wrote. I'm sorry to hear that. It's in the description, I think. Yeah, but it's not. It's not. At least I can't see it. It doesn't let me pull open the description. All right, so there's that. Easter eggs. Let's pull Jackie over ever so slightly. Make them nice and visible. All right. I need metallics, I need plastics, I need wood. All right, let's go over here. Hide the Easter eggs. We're gonna hide the ceiling, hide the floor ceiling, hide the floor. Drawings are textured. All right. The curtains are textured. We're gonna go back to object. Help, I can't write. I'm sorry. There's nothing I can really do to help, to be honest. Now, there we go. Remove from group. There you go. To that vector. Object. Let's turn down the strength here a bit. Which one are you? Oh, one. A little less shiny. These both get this. It's the speaker metal. Has Blender ever crashed on you? A lot. Blender has crashed quite a bit. Even like that, when I paste what I wrote, my comment so disintegrates, so I have to leave some extra letters so that my comment won't just poof. I'm sorry. FNaF stands for Friday Nights at Freddy's, but it also stands for stuff like fried nuggets at Fred's. Blender does crash, but only under certain conditions. These conditions include excessive subdivisions, high poly scenes, or even sculpting. Just depends on what your PC can handle. Exactly. Yeah. Let's have this be that. Honestly, I should change this to be actually file. Actually, if I go group, do I have it? I do. Okay. Velvet. Speaker. UV. I want to unwrap minimum stretch. Color 1. Dark. 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 Hue and saturation. Hue and saturation. Hue and saturation. Hue and saturation. Hue mark seam. UV unwrap minimum stretch. Nope. Link this, link this. Speaker. Yes, it's back. You can't comment again. I don't have to copy paste. Good, I'm glad. Celebrate, celebrate. You hate that Blender 4.4 is still not opening for you. I'm sorry to hear that. I do hope that it works soon. Blender is fun to work with. Cassidy, be nice about that. 5 models by Stitchworks FNaF game idea. I think the lore would be that Stitchworks. Forgot the name of cat. Goes insane after he loses a lot of Undertale. Gets a lot of bugs on Blender. That would definitely be my villain arc. Sorry if it sort of sounds offensive or something. No, that's fine. Blittern, hello, welcome. I accidentally left I forgot the name again, lol. Oh. Sorry whenever I go silent. I know my mic messes up when I am not in this mode, in normal viewport mode. And when I'm in shading mode, my mic tends to fuck up. So I'm trying to not do that. Or not speak while I'm like that. There's the speakers. Do I have... I don't. File, I want to append. They wanna know, they wanna know, they wanna know. Where? Like that. Oh, and what's this one? I don't remember. Use the knots. It looks like the knots. Okay. This to be relatively longer. 0.45. One, and then this be, whoops, one. There we go. Let's see, did you know that the main Cassidy means curly haired and clever? I'm both of those, unlike William Afton and Pip. Be nice. Be nice. You know how people get brain freezes, well, get heart freezes. Bloody swear, I tell ya. Yikes. Upstar. What did you say? Sure why it's not working. Let's see. I found it out when I ate 2 bowls of ice cream. Trying Blender 4.4. That's what I'm currently using. Yes. The fact that my death was 41 years ago. Be not no profanity. Watch your profanity. Let's do another one. Stage 02. Oops. Copy. Accept. I want. And then rotate this back. You know what? I don't like this. So I'm going to change it. Let's do something a bit different. Yeah, I didn't do anything for April Fools either. See if I can append from one of the projects for Volt. Let's see. VTS props. Nope. It's going to be in here. It's going to be the VRTS. This one. And then I want node tree. Group. Why is the default scale not what it's supposed to be? What is this fucking... What? Oh, I hate this. Default should be 1. Scale back to 1. Alright, color 1, nice and dark. 2, nice and dark. Color 3, nice and dark. Whoops. Scale to 2. It's not really what I was hoping for. Let's see. I think it's time to create a whole new wood texture. I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to recreate it. Let's see. All right. Let's reconnect this. Nope. Ooh, reminds me of Starry Night. Sorry for that joke. Don't worry about it. I saw the joke. I saw that. I saw it. Painfully difficult or whatever it was. Yeah, painfully hard to make. Let's see. Uh, let's see. I'm back. Welcome back. Let's see. Anyone here not scared of analog horror? I watched analog horror. I like analog horror. I haven't seen any good in a while though. Been watching FNaF analog horror series called the 12-Man Tapes. Oh. Hmm. Ouch. Let's see. Does anybody remember the Annoying Orange Channel ARG stuff? No, I don't remember. I don't think I ever watched that though. Remember my guy grammar on the last message? No worries. Well, none of us are perfect. Get it? Because pine wood is a form of wood. Yeah, I got it. Don't worry. Um. Oops. Okay, color ramp. Sorry, I'm not very talkative today. I'm very tired, but I didn't want to cancel stream. Let's see. Let me read chat. Let's see. I don't know how to explain it on the stream. No worries. Let's see. So are you using that text for the grain? I am. Yes. Um, yes, I am. I'm currently working on making the knots for it for the wood. Unwithered, hello, welcome, welcome. There Make sure we're saving constantly. There we go. Now it's just the knots. There we go. That's the proper alphas we want. These are the knots. Oops. Another mix color. To lighten. There they are. right there. That will allow us to see the knots. Because if I make it black, it'll be invisible like it is over here. But let's see. So you dudes, thank you for stopping by, Animation. Have a great day. Hope to see you again next time. Saturation value. This is something we'll use in a custom node group. Because I'm going to turn all this into a custom node group so that I can just append the node group to any project that I need this wood for. That way it's just easy to have. Excuse me. I need another color ramp. Excuse me. I'm going to want a mix color again to make this customizable. I have these backwards, I think. Starting to look like wood. Let's put these into base color. This is the color. Whoops. I want this one, not that one. This is the base color. Color ramp. And then the color goes into the roughness. Let's make this a bit brighter. About there. And then to keep this kind of shiny. About there. Where's the glare when I need it? My goodness gracious, there. That'll work. Just a little bit darker. And then for the custom node group, use saturation value. And that way I can adjust the value. These are, this is the roughness. And then we need some bump. Bump. This one again. Whoops, don't want to invert it. And then let's do this, and this is the wood bump. And then I want the knots. This one. Into the height. This is the knot bump. That's not ideal. I think I'm gonna need color ramp in between here. Yeah, there we go. Unless let's dissolve. It'd be easier to just clamp it, right? Is there a clamp? There is. Aha! Perfect. Black is black now. I don't want this to be too big. Maybe less. And then let's have it going in. There we go. Now there's knots in the wood. And then, like any good material, we need a bit of noise. Turn off the invert. Create a noise. Factor into the height. And the original mapping into the vector. Whoops. Let's go 45. Detail all the way up. 0.6. Noise. I can spell. Noise bump, not bum. And Withered, welcome back. And this is the bump. I'm gonna have to lighten that. Control G. There we go. Oops. This is wood. Procedural wood. Nope, I was not trying to do that. There we go here. This is shader. Better. This is a whip of an office I'm making for the fan game. We're gonna working on in general. Please don't post that in general. Post that over in art. It looks good so far, but definitely that goes over in art. Let me just right there. So I wasn't sure what channel to do. No worries, just stuff like that goes in art. All right, let's get back to what we were doing. Let's do, it should be the scale. Change this to float. Default be 1. And then we'll do the colors. A and B. And color 2. Did it stop doing that? That's so frustrating. To here. Noise. Scale 1. Noise scale 2. Someone tells me I didn't spell that right. Oh, wait. Detail and detail. Alright, Voronoi. I don't know how to spell Voronoi. It's right there. What am I doing? I can spell Voronoi. Detail, or yeah, detail. Voronoi detail. And then to the nuts. Stop doing that. Nuts, snap. This right here. No, it's darkness. And then the roughness. Stop doing that. Stop doing that. Value. Roughness. this one, this one, this one, and this first one is bump string, wood, bump, not bump, noise, bump. There we go. Stage is looking good. Thank you. Blender does have a wood texture node, but it's probably not the type of wood you need through a stage. I think that texture node is more for wood grain. Yeah. Search. Oh. I don't see it. Texture. No, I don't see it. And then this one I want to do as a whole new thing. And then duplicate, make a separate one. This must be stage wood 01. Delete this shader into here. There we go. And then I kind of want this all to be darker. Maybe not. Maybe a little bit brighter, actually. And then do a secondary stage 02. Shift A, group. Procedural stage wood right here. Stage wood 02. And these ones go all the way down. There we go. Looks a little bit better. Let's see. It's under textures, I believe. I think it's just called wood. Very different texture and is setting on different texture. Not sure. I'm not sure. I know I have my own woods that I've created that I import here, but I don't know. There's no wood here. Shader, converter, color, input. I don't see any of it. Not a bit. Oh, now to do paint. I need to make a wall texture. I may have to look this up. Let's see. Not concrete. Probably just gonna go with regular old plaster because yes. Let's start with that. Let's start with this the regular plaster. All right. Let's bring back the wall. New, I want this to be plaster wall. And let's go. Veroni. Ouch. Noise texture. Actually, I want to know if I duplicate painted wall. Healing paint. Nope. All right. Color ramp. Actually going to search, mix color, factor. Like this, and then kind of like that. Distance onto the normal. Bump. Gonna need some noise. Color ramp. All right. We don't want that too super strong. Ooh. That is too much. Another mix RGB. I want to do this. And then the factor to color 2. Ooh, kind of wall are we going with? We're going plaster. We're going with plaster. And then I'm putting brick on the back wall here. Let's make this just slightly bigger. We'll go 23. Let's get rid of... Let's pull up the ceiling and the floor. Alright, and then what I want to do is we're going to split this right here, go about there, split it again, and then we're going to do new assign, plaster wall. This is going to be red. And that's this one. Yep. And then this one is going to be plaster wall. The checkered. I can't spell. Let's see. Bob again, make Nightmare at Child stylized model one last time. I'm not doing requests right now. Let's do red. Bring it to about there. It's a bit big. Let's take, whoops. And then for the checkered stuff, I'm actually going to take the floor, take all of this. I just want everything that goes into base color. Which is what? Checker texture. It's just this. Okay, so copy. We're going to checkered wall. Okay, and then so we're just going to take all of this. We're going to Control Shift D. Move all of this again. And then result into color 2 and result into color, into color 1. This one would be a brighter white. while this one is a much darker black. And then turn up the scale. Change the vector. We're going to Control D. Vector into the vector. Scale 1. And then set this nice and big. Move it up by 1.2. Oh no, that's scale. Whoops. I want location. That's not it. Turn that up. Turn that up. Or go 5. Right there. Color into base color. And then turn the regular plaster wall. Make this just ever so slightly darker. Gonna add the common checkerboard. Yeah. What are we thinking? How does that look? Nice. Thank you. I want to also, let's add on top of this group, I want dirt. But what I want instead of this is I want to get rid of this. Whoa! Alright. Search for a gradient texture. And then I want to rotate it. There we go. So that it was 90, but negative. And then location. Pull it up a bit. Shift A, search for a color ramp. I can get deleted. Search for a noise texture. Not exactly. Vector, I want factor. I want to duplicate this. And I want to scale it. By 30. Change this to be 30 as well. Have a color ramp after this. I want to turn up my detail. Roughness to 0.8. Distortion 0.1. A little bit more. Let's try 5. Turn down the scale. About 0.2. this to be B-spline. Like this. Let's make this ever so slightly darker. I don't want it to just end linear spherical. Let's break, scale. No, not exactly, because that is controlled by that. Let's go easing. There we go. Scale. Whoops. 1. Rotation. -90. And then let's bring it up. To about there. We'll bring it to there. Let's do this. And then we're going to mix color, I think. If I remember right, it's mix color. This will be the factor. For this one. Whoops. Too far. And then I also want to have this be I don't know what was connected here. I don't remember. Probably the height, yeah. Let's get rid of the ceiling and the floor for now. Whoops. Into the factor. That's right. There it is. But I want this to be lighter. So if I multiply, there we go. And then just make it just a little bit more subtle. And now we've got the kind of like dirt streaks, I guess. Although the did not exactly work the way I was hoping it would. Oh well. It looks fine. So world. Looks so cool. Thank you. Whew. I like working in Blender. Blender is a very nice pastime. I need to do the same thing for the posts, and then I need to do the brick back texture, and then it's tables and chairs time. Blender is nice to work in. It really is. Yeah, I enjoy it. I enjoy it a lot. Who is texting me? Why do I have text messages? All right, let's see. Making the suns. Let's hide the speakers again. Hide the spotlights. Hide the tables and chairs. Hide the drawings, the posters, the Kibby picture, as well as the Easter eggs. Hide those, as well as the ceiling floor and the rest of the ceiling. Hmm. No, it doesn't matter. Oops. Man, I hope that doesn't mess up the dirt that's on other things. Whoops. Probably should have checked that it wouldn't before I did that. Why are you so dirty? Make you a little less dirty. That's a bit better. What about you, Jackie? How dirty are you? You're fine. Oops. Cupcake looks to be fine. Leonard mask seems to be fine, but at the same time, I think I should. All right. Yeah, like a whitish tan. That's what I was thinking. Oh, my ear itches. Hmm. So I want a hue saturation value. That's what I want. A little bit more. There we go. How did you make the wall texture? I made it on a plane, and if I want to use it, I have to extrude it for it to work. When I want to use cubes, I I followed a tutorial for the wall texture, to be honest, but it's just very simple. Here, if you can see it, just copy that. I'll leave it there for a second for you guys. Take a screenshot or something of it. Because I'm going to move on and start working on other pieces here. But you just don't get it. You're impossible. Tell me what to do. All these positions. This is gonna be wall. Whoops. Wall trim. Link these materials. This is going to be the wall trim. Let's see. Let's take the up the saturation just a bit. I kind of want to rotate this. Let's see. Great, yeah. Stop what you're making. Everybody here knows that you're just very good. What you say you want to anymore? And all you got is me. Let's go 90. You can fake it. Never gonna make it. Fake that. Make 'em take it all back. You believe that? You need to use UV mapping for it to work with cubes. I didn't use UV mapping at all with this. There's no UV mapping for the walls here. I didn't unwrap it at all. I wonder if I make this be wall trim material instead. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change this to be plaster wall stage trim. Oops. Make these materials instead. I want to delete this one. I just want this to be a little bit brighter. Still keeping it that plaster color. This is wall Team. All team. Something like that. What tutorial? The guy that I watch for my tutorials, if you go into the server, the Discord server, I have a tab called Community Resources. And then if you go under tutorials right there, I usually follow procedural tutorials from Ryan King Art, who is at the top of that page. Any and all resources that I end up using to help further and better myself when it comes to Blender will always go in the community resources. Whether it be tutorials, assets, or textures, I always put them in there. What are we thinking, guys? How does it look so far? Whoops. Looks great. Thank you. Ooh. I think this might be where we call it. Next time I stream Blender, whatever day that may be, we are going to work on texturing the back wall, as well as texturing the clouds that are here. We also need to texture the tables and the chairs, and then I think it'll be pretty much everything when it comes to texturing. All that comes from then it would be adding in all the little small details we might want to add. Maybe confetti on the floor. You could put like streamers up here, just out of view so you can see the tips of them. Stuff like that. We'll have to see, but for now, I think this is where I'm going to end it. Thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed and want to see more, be sure to like and subscribe. Definitely see more of this content all the time. If you haven't already and you would like to, the Discord is in the link down below. What? I fucked that up real good. If you'd like to join the Discord and you haven't already, you can find the link in the description down below. So be sure to join that. We would love to have you. You can also find my socials down there, such as my Twitter and my Blue Sky or X or whatever you want to call it in regards to Twitter. So be sure to give me a follow over there. And I hope you all enjoyed, and I will catch you all next time. See you, and goodbye.